Now, if you haven't played Limbo or heard about the storyline, I recommend that you either do it or skip this theory, but I really advise that you check out Limbo because this theory is insane. When I first played Inside, I was 100% sure that it is not related to Limbo in any way, but after finishing it, my opinion changed. I actually have reasons to believe that Inside is a sequel to Limbo. Let's start with the basics first. Let's take a look at the huge resemblance between the boy in Limbo and the boy in Inside. Their hair is similar, their heads, and even their clothes if you look closely. Limbo ends in a forest. Inside starts with the boy walking out of a forest. What is the boy in Limbo looking for the entire game? His sister. In Inside, every enemy chasing you will either capture or kill you. What is the only individual in this game that does not kill you once it catches you? That's right, the underwater creature. It actually saves you from drowning and it gives you the ability to breathe underwater in order to continue your journey. Guys, I know this sounds crazy, but I actually believe that the underwater creature is the boy's sister. There is even a chance that the whole Limbo universe is just another dark experiment caused by the company. We know what this company is capable of. They sucked the brains out of people, they experimented on animals, they created extremely tall creatures, experimented underwater, and even created a giant blob of people. This company will go as far as they have to achieve their goals. And there is a possibility that Limbo is one of their experiments in which they kidnapped an innocent girl, the boy's sister, and inducted different experiments on her until she ended up with the ability of breathing underwater. Not only that, but some of the methods used by the company are also to be found in Limbo. Let's take a look at one of the worm parasites used to control a pig in Inside. At some point in the game, we're gonna face a pig that has a worm-shaped parasite sticking out its back. We can only conclude that this parasite is used to control the pig and make it go violent because as soon as it's removed, the pig turns into a lifeless animal. The same type of parasite is also found in Limbo, but this time, it sticks into your head and controls the boy, making him go backwards instead of his original direction. Another piece of evidence is the gravitational puzzles found both in Limbo and Inside. And finally, the mysterious machine that delivers powerful explosions in Inside is similar to the Rainmaker in Limbo, which used similar explosions to create rainfall in the area. I cannot know for sure that this is actual evidence that Inside is Limbo 2, or that the developers just used the same features in both of the games, but it really makes you think whether or not the games are connected, or could be happening in the same universe. Now that we got it out of the way, I'm gonna briefly explain to you the final and most detailed theory ever. The conspiracy theory. If you haven't heard about it by now, there is an alternate ending where if the boy deactivates all the hidden light orbs, another ending is unlocked in which the boy opens a large door to a room where a mind control helmet is connected to various computers. If the player unplugs the socket on the wall, the room darkens and the boy will become lifeless like the walking bodies from before. This can go in so many ways, but the most common explanation is that the boy was controlled all along. This is partially true, because people misinterpret the meaning of being controlled. The company in Inside is looking to create smarter and more powerful beings to reach unattainable goals. So far, we know they reached breathing underwater, taller creatures, and for the final piece of the puzzle, they needed the smartest they can find to complete a human blob, the boy. With that, they created the smartest machine with extreme power, but it also created chaos. The company is not the one controlling and manipulating the boy. The boy is smarter than everyone else in this game, having abilities that other subjects in this game do not possess. So, if the company isn't controlling the boy, then who is? Well, it's you. You are the company that controls the smartest subject of them all, but because you are playing from the boy's perspective, you do not know what is going on around you, and you can either shut yourself down and not contribute to the final experiment, or sacrifice yourself and bring the company down with its weapon. The game itself turns you into the company as you are manipulating a boy with no actual purpose or goal. The computers in the secret ending room symbolize the user that plays the game and controls the boy. We know for sure that you can use various methods to control the lifeless bodies around you. You can use a helmet to control a lifeless body to use another helmet and control even a third person. Later in the game, you can even make the subjects follow you without using a helmet. So when everything shuts down, the boy is no longer able to be used, and his fate is uncertain. But let's go back to the original ending, the one where you become a part of the blob and create chaos in the company. The sad truth about this ending is that the company has achieved their goals. Even though they had to sacrifice their own and create chaos and destruction, they got what they wanted. They created the ultimate experiment, combining great minds into a giant blob of people. Even though the blob escapes, it is never free. It never will be. When the blob falls into the sunlight, it stops moving, indicating that it reached its destination and has no purpose of moving further, or is unable to, because it is stuck on the coast of the ocean. Either way, there is no winning side to this. The company sacrificed itself for the biggest project of all times, and you sacrifice yourself to be free.